first move in the right direction, I would take it. I would take you using ChatGPT than staying where you're at and feeling unhappy. I think that's many times where we're at. We're looking for the perfect tool to start working, but not using what we have around us. Yo, dude, you weren't active on. Oh, I almost read that. Read that, Bob. You almost got me, Bob. But appreciate you jumping on in here, Bob. Bobby Boucher. But hey, friends, I'm super excited you guys are here. This is a Tuesday. Let's start. How can we move that needle forward? I want you to really start thinking about that. How can I move that needle forward towards my goals? As we use this day as an opportunity to take action, what are some things we could take action on? Are you still finding yourself letting the first half of that year hold you back? But like I was talking about earlier, you know, I'm a UT fan. I'm a little biased because I'm a massive UT fan. I'm here in Austin, Texas. But I would say that Texas is the best second half team. And I want you to be the best second half part be of your year. Thank you for that follow, friend. I always pay my friends. Make sure I always got to make sure I pay my friends. We always are here to make friends. But I want you to think about that. What if the second part of the year can be your best part of the year? I think we put so much of emphasis on the beginning of the year by setting goals and hoping things can change. But I want to say the second part, I would say, is most important. And the reason I say that is because that's so true. Thank you. But I want you to think about that. You know, Texas being the best second half team, I believe, because I'm a little biased. I'm a Texas fan to say that. But we like to recalibrate. Think about going into the locker room of your life. Because every time at the halftime, Texas goes into the locker room and they reassess everything that didn't work. And I want you to go into the locker room of your life and start reassessing the first part of the year. What didn't work? I'm talking about football. I'm talking about football now. UT, I'm a football fan, UT football. But whatever sport, usually there's a second half, right? And I want you to use this first half of the year. Let this be that time when you start to reassess those things that no longer are working. Because for me, many times I was looking back at the things that weren't working, and then I find myself, I'm still holding on to them. How many of us have found ourselves in that situation? We're hoping, wishing things could get better, but we're still holding on to the past failures, holding on to the past doubts, but not getting any better. Hey, Tennessee River, okay, oh, that's fair. But I want you to start to reassess that again. What are those things that aren't serving me? Hey, Valerie, how are you going? Happy Tuesday to you, but what are we holding on to in the second half of the year, hoping that things get better, but realizing that first part of the year that never worked, right? I'm guilty of that. Anybody else guilty of that, of holding on to the past, hoping things would get better? And then I'm sitting here in the second half wondering why things didn't get better. I mean, like I said, UT is one of the best second half teams, but this second half of the year can be your best. But like they do at halftime, you got to go into the locker room of your life. Now I ask you this, Valerie. You're in here. How can my second half be better than my first? And if you find yourself holding on to things that are no longer serving you, it's time to be, you're enough. I want you to think about that. If you find yourself in that second half of the year not thinking you're enough, you are. You're enough. You matter. And the world is better with you in it. I want you to know that right off the bat, you are enough and you matter. But know that, friends. Know that. Know that you are enough. Know that you matter. Know that the world is better with you in it, but know that you have the power to change your life. But it's going to take you taking ownership. I want to say it takes time. It's time to take ownership of your dreams here, friends. It's time to take ownership of your destiny here, friends. It's time to know that you're enough. Know that this world can be better with you in it, but most importantly, know that you matter. Know that you matter. Know that you're enough. But know that this first part of the year doesn't have to look like this second part. And it really is going to come down to you reassessing, reevaluating, but realizing that this is time. Hey, 6, 7. But I want you to think about that, friends. Think about that. How can my second part of the year become better than my first part? What actions did I need to take in the second part of the year that I didn't take in the first part of the year? What decisions do I need to make? Maybe I found myself hesitating to take action and hoping for things to get better. Right? Who's found themselves like that? I have many times, hoping, wishing, dreaming that things got better, but I wasn't taking the right proper actions. I wasn't thinking I was enough. And I believe that that's a big part of it. Knowing that you're enough, knowing that you matter, but knowing that you can take action today. Right, Valerie? Right, River? Isn't it time to start taking some action? You start taking some ownership. Bro, you were talking to, who are you talking to? Hey, Harish, how's it going? But I want you to start thinking about that, friends. It's time to start taking some ownership of your life. It's time to start taking some ownership of your destiny. But most importantly, it's time to realize that this year isn't over. This day is a gift. And at this very moment, Harish, you can change your life. And I want you to think about that. I want you to start thinking about that. Because as you step into the locker room of your life at this halfway point of the year, it's time to ask yourself some questions. And I'm going to be honest with you. At this, it was really hard for me because I realized there was a lot of things I was going to have to let go. I was using fear as an excuse. I was using doubt as an excuse. I was using my self-worth as an excuse not to take action. But I realized that change can start with me. But most importantly, change starts with you. I want you to just really start to think about that. That if you're looking for your life to change, if you're looking for things to get better, at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's up to you to take the next right action. It's up to you to believe. It's up to you to push outside of your comfort zone. But most importantly, it's up to you to keep going. But that's the choice you have. That's the opportunity this day gives you. This day gives you the opportunity to realize that not only are you enough, not only do you matter, but things can get better. I want you to hear that today. Things can get better. Yeah, I saw your comment. I don't know. I've never heard that one. Play Old Town. I haven't played that one. That sounds a little already. Hey, friends, think about that. Think about that. Them glasses look good. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate it. But I want you to think about that, friends. How can we take action this day? But not only how can we take ownership this day of our destiny? So like I said before, as we step into the locker room of life, how can things get better? How can we show up better? What mistakes do we need to let go? What things do we need to do more? What are some of the things? I mean, many times we look back and we always focus on what didn't work, right? But I want to say the most important thing is to look back and realize what did work. Because there's a lot of things that you have that still worked. But I want you to think about that. There's a lot of things in your life that still worked. There's a lot of things in your life that still worked. And with that being said, they can work now. They can work now. You can work now. You can keep going. You can keep pushing. Oh, did you know someone gifted you? I didn't know that. Appreciate it. I thank you for the gift. I must have totally missed it. A rose. Oh, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, River. I didn't see it. Thank you for catching that for me, friend. I appreciate it. I totally missed it. Thank you, River. I appreciate you. Hey, Chief Air Apostle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming on in here. But yeah, we're just talking about taking action towards our goals again. We're talking about taking ownership of our dreams again. But most importantly, we're talking about taking action and believing again. Not only believing in your destiny, but believing in the power that you have. Okay, how are you? But I want you to think about that, friends. Like I was saying, that first part of this year have to dictate this next part. Hey, Kay, how's it going, friend? Happy, what do we got here? Happy Tuesday to you. Oh, Hirsch, best advice for 18-year-old? Alexa, turn the alarm off, please. Best advice for an 18-year-old. If I had to give an 18-year-old a best advice, speak to your elders. I think many times we continue to make the same mistakes because we don't ask the right questions. I think don't assume you know anything. You can never ask a wrong question. If I really realized that, man, and that you can learn literally anything you want in a book. If I would have known how powerful books could be, instead of like reading about mice riding motorcycles, that man, a book can really teach you a lot about life. That's what the real wisdom is in the past. Woo! Yeah, he's awesome. But hey, friends, I want you to think about that today as we take action on this Tuesday, as we start to take ownership of our destiny. How do we continue to move? How can you move forward today with your power, with your belief, but most importantly, with knowing that you're enough? I want to say that was probably one of the biggest challenges I had at the first part of this year. I didn't think I was enough. So doing this very thing like I am right now, not thinking I was enough, was something that I shied from. It was something I shied from. I shied from going on this live, starting this TikTok creator journey. I love TikTok to connect with people, but I didn't have the confidence because I didn't think I was enough to go live. I feel like I'm never enough either, brother. Yeah, man. I think it's something we all struggle with, but realizing that this is an opportunity. Oh, thank you so much for the sunrise. I appreciate you. Hey, Heaven, thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. But that was something I struggled with personally, not thinking I was enough, not thinking I mattered, not thinking that I had anything to offer. But I want to tell you that today, that not only are you enough, but that the world is better with you in it. Camilla, I want you to think that today. I want you to know that today, that the world is better with you in it. And that the only person that can limit you is you. I want you to hear that again. The only person that can limit you is you. What would you do if when you're okay, he said yes? What? What would you do if when you're okay, so he said yes? Okay, yeah. I want you to think about that. Gosh. Some of these comments, man, that was a good one. I gotta read this because I gotta see y'all see this one. This one made me laugh so hard. Food yet? Oh gosh, that comment made me laugh so hard. Hey, it's not Monday, Danny. How's it going, friend? This man said, sometimes when I'm bored, I go into a garden, cover myself up in dirt, and pretend I'm a potato. Food yet? That made me freaking laugh so hard. I like you, man. That was a good one. I was like, what? Hey, my friend Danny. How's it going, Danny? We do. What don't we do on Monday? What don't we Mondays? Oh, Danny, what is it we don't do? I don't remember. Dang it, I forgot. It's not Monday. We don't. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember what we do. You like sniff farts on Mondays? Is that what it is, Danny? We don't sniff farts on Mondays. Yes, we don't smell our own farts on Mondays. You're right, Danny. That's so hilarious. That's so hilarious. Hey, how's it going, River? How's it going, friend? I want you guys to think about that as we take action on this Tuesday. As we take action. Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the gift, friend. Quig. Did you follow him? Yeah, I did. Me? Yeah, I followed you. Did I? Did I follow you? Yeah, I followed you, River. I did follow you. Follow the hey, Jake from State Farm. Oh, snap. I got follow from Jake from State Farm. I pinned my friend Jake. Yeah, me and Jake, we're friends. We cool. Yeah, River, I did follow you. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow, man. I appreciate the gift. Thank you so much for that gift. You didn't have to, and I really appreciate it. Hey, Beef Lives. 700. I'm going to pin you next. I always pin my friends. Jake from State Farm. I know. I love that name. But I want you to think about that. Hey, Grace, how's it going? I got to always pin my friend. Beef Lives Matters. There we go, friends. Why don't you think about that, friends? As we take action on this Tuesday, as you take ownership towards your destiny, I need you to know that you're enough. I need you to know that you matter. I need you to know that this day is a gift. This day is a gift. I need you to hear that again, that this day is a gift. I think we put so much of an emphasis on the beginning of the year that we lose track of the moments that really matter. And that this moment right here really matters. This moment right here really matters, Jaden. This moment here matters. What's the most you've had on a live? What? Gifts? Oh, thank you for joining me. Little bit. Welcome. Views. Most views have I had? That's a great question. But I want you guys to know that you matter. This world is better with you. And hey, the bronze plug. How's it going, friend? I'm going to always pin my friends, always pin my new friends. But what are your I'm a man. I don't know. Is that a thing? Jenny. How's it going, Jenny? Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Happy Tuesday to you, friend. But hey, we're talking about taking action towards our goals. And maybe this could be the group that you share some things. What are you looking to take action on, my friend Danny? What are you looking to take action on, Jenny? What are you looking to take action? What is that small? I'm talking about the smallest thing. I think many times we're looking to move that mountain. What is it, little bros yapping about? Yeah, Jaden. I'm yapping about what is the little thing you can take action. Yes, Samuel. Jesus loves you, man. But I want you to hear that. What is that little thing you can do? I think many times we're looking towards our goals. We overcomplicate what needs to be done, but we don't underestimate the little things that move the needle forward. So, Steven, what is a little thing you could do today to move your needle forward? Thank you guys for sharing the live, user MacArthur. What is that little thing you could do? Hey, imagine having brick fingers. What? That's a freaking hilarious thing. To draw and make just a little better. Yes, Jenny, that's a simple thing. I love that. Jenny. That's so true. To draw. That's the thing. It's right there. I love what Jenny said right there. It's a little thing you can do today. Jenny said to draw and make it just a little better. That's perfect. I pin my friend Jenny. That's I love that. See, that's what it takes right there. It's like Jenny said, I was playing with my cat. Now oh, dang it. I almost read that whole thing. I'm streaming on Twitch right now. It's 6K viewers. So what's your message to the world? That they're enough. That's my only message right there. To the world, they're enough. I was going to troll this, but you're just... Oh, thank you, friend. That's the goal. I appreciate you being here. That's my goal. But hey, you guys, I want you to think about that. It's the little things. It's the little things that move the needle forward, just like Jenny did. Hey, I always pin my friends, Jenny. That's a great point. I think many times, like I said, Jenny, that when we're looking to move that needle forward, we underestimate the little things. And I love what you said right there. It said, to draw and make it just a little bit better. And I think many people like that, Jenny, get overwhelmed. They're thinking, hey, I want to be good at drawing like you gave us right there. But they're not willing to show up and realize that each time they show up, Jenny, they get better, right? And I found myself like that same way. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm here to tell you I'm not perfect. So, and the best thing is that we're human. We're not meant to be perfect. Because when you draw, you make mistakes and you don't give. Yes, Jenny. Oh my, Jenny's on fire here, y'all. Jenny's on fire. I don't know if y'all ain't reading these. Because when you draw and make a mistake, I don't give up. I keep going until I get it. And that's the best thing right there. And that's what life's about. That's what life's about. Realizing that when you show up, things get better. But it all starts with knowing that you're enough at the same time. I think like Jenny's just continuing to show up and realize that mistakes are going to happen along the way. And, sometimes you're drawing with that permanent marker in life and some things you can't erase, right? But sometimes if you just keep showing up, like my friend Jenny said right there, you get better. And I think many times we don't give ourselves the opportunity, like my great friend Jenny right here said, we don't give ourselves the chance to get better because we give up. We stop before we get better. We let that one mistake ruin the whole picture of our lives and we never look back at it. But I love what Jenny said. It's just because when I draw, I make mistakes and I don't give up. I keep going until I get it. And I think many of us can learn just like that. But I always pin my friends. So I'm going to pin my friend Jenny here. If you're looking for somebody that's going in the right direction, you need to have them. If they're my friend, they need to be your friend too. But I want you to think about that. Like Jenny said, how can I show up again? How can I show up for my goal? How can I keep pushing towards that dream, that vision that I have for my life, but realizing that when those mistakes come, it's not over. Alexa, turn that alarm off, please. But I want you to think about that. Like Jeannie said, when I show up and I make those mistakes and I keep going and I realize that I can learn from them, how can I not stop there? How can you keep moving forward, right? Because it's that continually showing up, but realizing that the mistakes aren't the end. I would say it's the beginning of something beautiful. Because not only do you get to learn from it, but you don't know who's watching you. Good work. Hey, Jordan, how's it going, friend? What do you think about the ice rage in LA? Okay, so hey, you know, we just had that. I saw, unfortunately, the pictures in Austin about that, man. It's happening here too. And I think we just it only comes down to a love thing, man. We just need more love, more patience. I'm honestly not a part of that, but I think we honestly would do a lot better with more love. I think we just need more love, regardless of where you come from. Love conquers it all. And I wish it was everywhere. There's fear for no reason, but we just need love. Hey, George, welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you guys. I want you to think about that. How can I move forward today? Yes, I love that, Jenny. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. Did I pin the right thing? Yes, because people make mistakes all the time and they just give up. But if you don't give up, but if you give up, yes, you just give up. If you give up, you will never know. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true, Jenny. You're so right. That's so true. Like my friend Jenny said, so many times we give up and we never figure out if it even would have worked out if you kept going. So I think that's the most important thing, is to realize that it's time to keep going again. Maybe you found yourself at the first part of the year making those mistakes and stopping. Maybe you found that. Maybe that was your first part of the year. You're like, Sam, I had big plans for this new year. I was going to stretch myself in new ways. I was going to take chances. I had big plans, but I made a mistake. And instead of realizing, like my friend Jenny said, that mistake is part of the process, I let that mistake be the end all be all. I let that mistake be the answer. I let that mistake be it. Hey, Tab 99, I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. But I want you to think about that. Realizing that you're enough, realizing that you matter, but realizing, most importantly, it's time to keep going again. It's time to keep going. It's time to keep believing. It's time to realize that you have the power to change your life. But mistakes are going to happen along the way. But not letting those mistakes be the end all be all. Like my friend Jenny said, realize that mistakes are simply going to be a part of the process. So as you sit on this other side of the year, the second part of the year, what are some mistakes that I realize there's a lot of things in my life. I look back and I'm like, man, I gave up too soon. How far would I have been if I didn't stop? But realizing today is a new day, this moment is a gift, and that I can keep going now, right? Isn't that powerful that you can keep going now? That your past no longer has to hold you back. Fear doesn't have to hold you back. That this can be the day that I decide to keep going again. Right, George? Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you sharing. Appreciate the shares, the likes. Appreciate you guys. But realize that we can keep going. You can keep going. But most importantly, you are enough. You matter. You're loved. And this world needs you. It needs you at your best. It needs you to realize that you have something that matters that no one else can bring. And maybe you found yourself, like me many times, not thinking I was enough. Not thinking that I mattered. Not thinking that I could change the world. But I think the biggest thing we need to do is change ourselves. And it starts with kind of like my friend Jenny said right there. It's by showing up consistently and realizing that when I do, even though those mistakes happen, that if I don't keep going, I'll never know. And I think the saddest thing, can you grab the camera for that? Can I grab the camera for that? Can you grab the camera for that? I don't grab the camera. I don't know what that meant. I'm sorry. But I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that, friends. Like, how many things do we quit on that you can look back in your life and say, man, I never know. Give you the best chicken jockey. But I want you to really think about that, friends. I want you to really think about that now. Like, how many things did I never give myself a chance on in that first part of the year? Maybe you let like I was using fear as an excuse the first part of the year. I said, I'm too afraid. I'm not knowledgeable enough. I need more support. But it's time to take action. This is the second part of the year, friends. And that if you're looking for things to get better, it's time for you. Hey, how's it going? Hey, thank you for the follow, friend. I always pin my friends. But I want you to think about that. How can I show up better this second part of the year? How can I encourage more people this part of the year? How can I be the one? Because maybe you're the one in your family. Maybe you feel alone because, your friends are afraid too, but maybe you can start the trend. Start the trend of believing in yourself again. Start the trend of believing in others again. But most importantly, start believing that you're enough because we need you. Right, Momo? Thank you so much for that. Yes, we need you to show up at the best of who you are this second part of the year. It's not time to let fear or doubt hold you back. It's time to believe again. It's time to believe in not only in your power, but most importantly, the purpose that you've been placed here for. I want you to start thinking about that. That it's time to, your goals are riding on you. See, I got to be honest. When I got to this whole like streaming and podcasting thing, I thought things had to be perfect before I started. I wish I learned earlier that if you just start, things get better. I want you to hear that again. You might be like I am. Can you? You might be like I am. Hey, notifications! Let's freaking go! I haven't seen you in a while, friend. I was getting worried. I didn't get the notification I had a violation yet. But I want you to think about that. Your goals are riding on you. How can I show up better? Hey, Flock Green, thank you for the follow. I always pay my friends. I want you to think about how can I show up better, stronger, wiser for my family, for my goal, but for my dream, but realize that your dreams are riding on you. And it demands you answer this question that what are you willing to do? Are you willing to keep showing up even when things get hard? Are you willing to keep going when things get tough and things don't go your way? Because I'm going to be honest, friends, things aren't going to go your way. Can I be honest with you? If you're hoping for if to start when things get perfect, it's too late. Because things only get perfect when you can continually keep showing up. Things get better. You're not going to start off perfect. I wish I would have learned that. If somebody would have told me, everybody's like, things have to be perfect before you get started. No, you have to start imperfectly for things to get better. You won't know what works until you start working with what works, right? So I want you to start thinking about your goals, your dreams. How can I show up better? How can I show up like I'm enough? I pin my new friend. I always pin my friends. So if you're jumping on in and we're friends, I'll make sure I pin you. You look like Ricky Smiley. Hey, I heard that before. Maybe we cousins. I want you to start thinking about that again, friends. But most importantly, know that you're enough. Know that you matter. But know that this second part of the year can be your best. This second part of the year can be the moment you start to move the needle forward. The second part of the year isn't too late. Maybe you find yourself looking into this year thinking it's too late. Thank you so much for the shares. I appreciate you so much. Pound, thank you so much for the shares. But I want you to hear that, friends. Hear that. It's not too late. Thank you, Jenny. It's not too late. Maybe somebody told you that. Maybe you feel like this part of the year is too late for me to start again. Have you ever pet store? Never. That's true. That's a great question. Never seen one in a while. You know what, Gary? That is a great question. I have not seen a hamster in a while. That is a good question, man. Google says hamsters are found in the grasslands of Europe. I have never seen a hamster in the wild. Wait, who are you talking? Oh, sorry, Jenny. This guy, Gary's in a comment in here, and he was talking about hamsters. He won. He got me. He got me thinking. But thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose, all shorts. But I want you to think about that, friends. Think about that. How can I show up better this part of the year? But realize that this year, it's not too late. It's not too late. I want you to hear that again. It's not too late. It's not too late. I need you to hear this. It's not too late and you're enough. I know I only get people here for a second usually in my rooms, but I want you to know that it's not too late. You're enough. The room wins. Oh, friends. I want you to think about that. You're enough. Yes, Robin Hood, you're so right. You are enough. I love it. You got a violation if you saw it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's notification. It's fake. It's my friend Violations. Hey, all shorts, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. You didn't have to. Did you know? Shout out. Be nice. You're enough. Yeah, shout out would be nice. Hey, yeah, all shorts. Shout out, be nice. You're enough. Yes, all shorts. I got you a shout out. Hopefully that was a good enough for your friend. But I appreciate you. Appreciate the rose. We got my friend all shorts. Can I pin you? I'm trying to see if I can pin you here. Here you go. Here you go. I got you. I always pin my friends. All shorts. Been showing some love in my live. If you're looking to make some friends, if I pin them, they're my friends, so they should be your friend too. But hey, you guys, I want you to know that you're enough. I want you to know that you matter. And if you want, get this shirt as your reminder. Hey, Santiago, how's it going, friend? Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much for the gift, friend. So good seeing you again. But I want you to know that you're enough. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that you're loved. Oh, whoa, 16 roses. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that gift. Oh, 18, 19. What? All these roses, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Santiago. You're so awesome. Wow. If you ever do give up when you make one mistake, you know that you need to keep going. Hey, it's my friend Jenny shooting some diamonds in here. Here we go. My friend Jenny said, if you do ever give up when you make one mistake, you know that you need to keep going. Yes. Keep trying. That's what my friend Jenny said. Keep going, keep trying, but realize that you are enough. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about, friend. Just like my friend we have pinned up there says, it's time to keep going. It's time to remember that you are enough. But even though you make those mistakes, it's time to keep trying. It's not too late. I don't know what the first part of this year looked like. Maybe somebody else's opinion told you it's too late. Maybe like you, maybe like me, you're like, you know what? I really want to start going TikTok live and meeting amazing people like my friend Jenny here. It's not too late. Today can be the very day that you start, but most importantly, today can be the very day that you win. So you know that you just need to keep going. Yes, mistakes just let you know that you need to keep trying. And that's the thing. You guys, I got to be honest. I made bazillions of mistakes in here. Like I jumped on this live in here. I had these supplements. You know, I'm kind of new to the TikTok creator thing. I had these supplements on here. I added them to it. You know what? I'm not really talking about them. And TikTok gave me a for them. It said, you aren't talking about these supplements. But I have this shirt in there. So I'm talking about the shirt. You know, I learned that if I'm going to do a TikTok live, I'm going to need to really be talking about those. Wanna be a Diddy Puff Daddy? Hey, how did Diddy get? Diddy, no. Dr. Timothy, why aren't you at work? Diddy Puff Daddy, no, say it ain't so. How do you get TikTok? Eat real food. You don't need supplements, boy. Yes, that's true. Eat real food. I agree. But some supplements, unfortunately, can't get from food. Oh, Santiago. Whoa. So many roses. Dang, I've never had this many roses my entire life. Thank you so much, Santiago. You were awesome, friend. Wow, 60 roses, man. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. You didn't have to. I appreciate it. Eesh, Santiago, you are awesome. I appreciate the love, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Man, you didn't have to. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts, the heart means, man. You're awesome. I appreciate the support. You are awesome. Hey, Gabby, how's it going, friends? But I want you to know, guys, to know that, friends, you are enough. You matter, in the world. It's a better place with you in it. Always a problem with work ethic when you. Oh, it's so funny. Since when was Puff Daddy released? I know, that's what I said. I was like, when did Puff Daddy have his thing? But I do like my friend. He said, eat real foods. Don't eat your supplements. Yeah, I always look forward to your positive. Oh, thank you so much, Santiago. You're so awesome, man. Here's my friend Santiago. Guys, if you're looking for an amazing friend and it's an amazing person, come in here and follow them. They're my friend. They should be your friend too. It's lagging, but when I restart, I'll come back. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Jenny. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Pleasure meeting your friend if I don't see you. Best piece of advice for an 18-year-old. Hurry. Hey, best piece of advice for an 18-year-old. Most important, I would tell you at 18 years old. I know I'm 18 years old. Hey, KSI, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that one. I get it. But Harish, as an 18-year-old, best piece of advice I would have for an 18-year-old is to know that you're enough. I want you to that you at 18 years old need to know that you're enough. I remember when I was 18 years old, I was, living off of someone else's advice. I was seeking approval from the outside people, but realizing that the only approval you really need is from yourself, right? That's what I would say. I would say the first approval you need is your first approval you need is of yourself. And then seek out mentors. Realize that you don't have to go through life alone. You don't have to have all the answers, but that's what we get from the older generation. That people have gone through the same thing. Bye, Jenny. You're so awesome and you're so amazing. I'm so glad our paths cross. I'm so glad we're friends. So thank you so much for hanging out. All right, friends. Hey, you guys. I'm super thankful for you. I want you to know that Sam Joseph. Hey, please slide. Thank you. Can you say hi to Lisha and Ethan? Yes. Lisha and Ethan, how's it going, friend? How's it going, you guys? Happy Tuesday to you guys. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Thank you, Abel and Sly. I always pay my friends. You look like VA from Gina. Okay. I don't know what that is, but appreciate it, I guess. I'll take it. What? I don't know what that is. But hey, you guys, I'm super thankful for y'all. Happy Tuesday to you. I love my Dollar Tree wig too. It just won't come though. I think it's glued on. I can't keep to get it off. It worked. Can't stop. But hey, friends, I'm super thankful for you guys. Know that you're enough. Hey, thank you for checking out the shirt. I appreciate it. Know that you're enough. Know that you matter. But most importantly, know that the world is better with you in it. Know that you are amazing. Know that you're here for a reason and that this can be the season you win if you're willing to keep showing up. So I'm super thankful for you guys. I'm super grateful for your time. But most importantly, I need you to know that you're enough. I think this shirt is a great reminder. It's my favorite shirt. You're going to see me every single day with it on live because if I only get to see you for a second, I at least want you to know that you're enough. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that the world is a better place to do it. But most importantly, I want you to know that you're loved. I don't know if you haven't heard it today, you're loved. If you haven't heard it today, you're loved. I need you to hear that. You're loved today. Thank you, Supreme. Roblox, you're awesome. Thank you so much, Supreme Roblox. You were awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the share. But know that you're enough. Know that you're loved. Know that you matter. Hey, Sawyer, hopefully you're having an amazing day. But know that, like I said, that this first part of the year doesn't have to look like the second part of the year. But know that this can be the year that everything changes. So I hope you step forward with that power, step forward into your purpose, but step forward knowing that this is the year that everything changes. And the best part, that's up to you. So take care, friends. I'm super thankful for you guys. Hey, I'm going to be back in on 8 p.m. This is our end of our noon stream, but I will do that again, 8 p.m. All right. Take care.